Doc Loves the Kids, a local Kitsap County nonprofit organization established in 2015 whose mission is to provide activities, programs, and community support for at-risk youth.
They put the U in community.
Doc Loves the Kids.
Welcome to Uncommon Courtesy,
where we give you the courtesy of conversation
that's uncommonly spoke of.
I'm D-Mac.
I'm Wesley.
And this is the show. Hey, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Thanks everybody that checks in with us and views us. Don't forget to catch us every Friday to Friday Fix, 7 p.m. Pacific time. Don't forget to be there. We'll be having a blast there. No politics, none of that stuff. Catch us 1 p.m. Pacific time, Sunday, for the Sunday Town Hall. We're going to name it on the Friday Fix. That's what's happening. We're going to name it Sunday Town Hall.
An official name?
Yeah, we're going to give it an official name. We got to do it.
All right, let's make that happen.
It's the only news product we're talking about. So we're going to get into new stuff that's developing right now. New Attorney General Pam Bondi uses her first day in office to ban federal funds from heading to sanctuary cities. Hours after she was sworn in, Attorney General Pam Bondi directed the Justice Department to pause all federal fundings for sanctuary cities, according to a report. Among several directives issued Wednesday, Bondi charged the DOJ with identifying and evaluating funding agreements with non-governmental organizations that provide support to undocumented migrants. Fox News Digital first reported. She's also tasked the department with investigating instances of sanctuary jurisdiction, obstructing law enforcement, and directing they be prosecuted when necessary, the outlet wrote. Several offices within the Justice Department provided $1.56 billion in grants to sanctuary cities in 2023, according to the think tank Center for Immigration Studies. Last month, the U.S. Committee for Refugees and Immigrants, a nonprofit, warned how slash funds could endanger sanctuary jurisdictions. They said cutting the fund sources could disrupt critical programs funded by federal dollars, including public safety initiatives, disaster relief, housing support, healthcare services. These cuts are not just an attack on immigrants. They're an assault on the well-being of every resident in the cities, the nonprofit said in a statement. So,
go ahead. When you look at something like this, man, this is kind of the breakdown that I get from something like this. Okay, first they attack sanctuary cities by cutting off funding to federal funding to them. We understand that most sanctuary cities are in blue states. Most of them are. You're gonna look at places like Chicago, Boston, LA, places like that.
I believe they're all in blue states.
So you're gonna and the majority of those blue states, those are the largest cities in those states. So they're supplying most of the revenue to those states. And not only on top of that, those same states and those same cities are supplying most of the federal funding taxes back to the federal government. And so there's like 14 red states that don't give any money back to their net losses to the federal government. They're just getting money from the federal government, which is coming from those same sanctuary cities, which you're talking about now, freezing funds too. So if it's me and I'm a blue state, I'm a sanctuary city, I'm going to stop sending taxes to the federal government. What for? If I'm not benefiting from the federal government in no way, shape, or form, why should I send you money? So what is this setting up now? When I look at something like this, is setting up Trump saying, okay, well now I can send in I can send in troops in order to force you to pay me, or say that we're cutting off any kind of security for those cities. So it's almost putting us in a situation where we're drawing down to a North and South kind of civil war kind of standoff at this point in time. Yeah. It's like he's doing this on purpose. This is being done intentionally, man. This is not an accident.
Well, I mean, honestly, like, think about his first term, there were people around him stopping him from doing all this stuff. Yeah. And he knew it, and they've talked about it. They made fun of him. I mean, what happens to it? What do you think a person's going to do to anybody when you sit there? He loses for the first time publicly, and it's a big public loss. The world knows you lost. People sat there and made fun of him. They called him this. Then they tried to throw him in jail, give him 34 felonies to try to throw him in jail for the rest of his life, and he won. He may have told him a bunch of lies, but he won. So he's on revenge tour. But the thing is, I mean, the West Coast can survive without him. Like the West Coast, not the whole state of Washington, Oregon, or California, the western parts of the states. Canada has already offered to let us be a part of their country. They're like, hey, you could join us. We'll take the whole West Coast.
I'm good. I don't want to be a part of Canada.
I'll do it. Well, think about it. You're going to take federal fundings, and it's all blue states. That's what he's doing. He's like, I mean, and the whole thing is, it's at the point, sanctuary cities were originally made where you could find sanctuary if you were an immigrant or whatever, because, you know what I'm saying, you're being prosecuted or whatever's going on for you. Now what they're doing, they're like, look, all these people are here legally, we're kicking them out. Now you're just harboring fugitives. You know what I'm saying?
People, I mean, are they harboring fugitives, or are they harboring people who are seeking asylum in our country and doing it the right way and saying, you know what, you can come here and go through the processes? Because a lot of people who they're grabbing right now are not here illegally. A guy made a point on our page, man. It was like it was such a good point. I wish I would have screenshotted it. Honestly, I think I may have. I may have to go back and look at it. But they're basically saying that, coming being here over past your visa is not even a crime. It's like a civil kind of of an ordeal. Crossing the border is a misdemeanor. It's not a felony. You know what I mean? It's not like we're making this out to be like these are committing some egregious crime, but they're not. A lot of them are here and they're trying to get asylum, but they're like, okay, cool. You got to go sit here, go see your immigration, your immigration specialist or whoever that may be, and they're dealing with it that way because it takes 6 to 8 years to go through the process now.
Yeah.
And
Well, I
so,
mean, well, now that's my bad. Go ahead. I'll let you
no,
finish.
no, no, you go ahead.
Well, I'm saying that's old America. That's how we used to do things. We don't do that stuff no more. And I think everyone's having a hard time. We're gonna fight this to the court. No, they're taking apart the federal government and making a new government. Yeah,
Exactly. That's
they're
what they're doing.
making
They're
a new.
dismantling.
They're
Yep.
dismantling what we know as America, and they're making something else. So now they're looking at all these cities that are going to fight them. So look, they're going to cut the federal funding, and that makes sense. Like Western Washington, California, even Oregon, they pay a lot of money into the federal government. So the people that
Absolutely.
are going to starve might be the red states, but they're going to find a way to feed them too. You know what I'm saying? This
They're
ain't
gonna
no
have.
thing where it's like we're
It's
all
gonna
going
be
to be out of
deficit
money.
spending, but they're no longer. The thing about it though is that countries are no longer gonna buy your debt. If California, which is like a 3 to 4, like a $4 trillion economy within America, it's like if California broke apart from America, it would be in the top 5 for the world economies.
Yeah,
It would be like number 3, number 4, top end, number 4, top end in the world. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, you gotta look at New York as almost the same, probably a $2-3 trillion economy within itself. So America would crater. Countries would no longer buy our debt. Why would I buy your debt if you're breaking apart your? He's really putting us into a situation to where he's creating chaos within our country because this is what he wants to do.
yeah.
He wants our country to splinter apart, and not only that, that's why he's attacking us not only internally, externally as well. Right now we're not even a smart country is always paying attention to its flanks. Always putting things, always setting up arrangements with other countries, keeping yourself safe. Right now we can't even do that because right now internally we're at war.
Yeah.
Due to not, I won't say it's because of Trump, it's because of his supporters. Period. It's you guys. You guys think he cares about you, but what policy has he come forth that he's put in his last 12 to 15 days he's been in office, wherever it's been, that's been helpful to you? Name one. Name one thing he's done. I can see all the executive orders he's done to be harmful to everybody. He's trying to take away Medicaid, try to do everything harmful to everyone else.
And
Oh,
they
he's
just got
breaking
into the
apart these
system.
agencies. He's showing us this fraud and abuse. He's showing you nothing that wasn't going on when he was in office. Nothing that's happening now wasn't going on when he was in office last time. The only thing they're doing now is they're making it so that they can be insulated from whatever problems do occur. They can make it so they can get the money first. They don't care about you getting anything.
Well, I
Period.
mean, I
Earth
mean,
already
at this
gave
point,
it to
I
you.
mean, they're not going to care about them. I mean, the thing is, these people, they don't want life to be better. They want yours to be worse. You know what I'm saying? You ever be at a bar or a nightclub or somewhere and there's that one person just being fucking a dick to everybody, being rude, going out their way to talk about people. Someone
Mm-hmm.
sitting there talking, because their life is miserable. And for
Yep.
them, the only way that they can make their life feel better is to make people feel lower than they do. And that's what this is. It's not about making their life better. It's about making everybody else's life worse
And
because
just
some people take enjoyment in other people's pain.
ain't that it's crazy because that's all
Yeah.
I see online right now. They're like, you guys should stop the crying. But the biggest crybabies in the world, the ones who would not even admit an election happened. Election happened and there was a winner to it. You won't even admit that. You'll cry about it. They're gonna cheat us again. Here they go cheating. This is what y'all do all the time, bro. That's what a crybaby is. Somebody who cannot
Yeah.
accept the fact. You get
And
what I'm saying? Right now,
yeah.
you can debate. We can have debates upon the merits of what's happening. That's a debate. But if you can't accept the fact of something that happened, that is what a crybaby is. The example of one.
And
Period.
people on social media that are on there all day are, they're lonely and miserable anyways. That's why they're on social media all day. Because if you had something else to do, you wouldn't be on social media all day.
Absolutely.
If you do that, I get on social media in my pastime and to find news and do whatever we do. Other than that, I don't need that stuff. You play on that stuff when you're bored if you ain't got nothing to do.
Absolutely. I mean,
So
it just gets. We're at a point right now where we really have to start paying. I mean, we've been having to been paying attention to this. We've been talking about this for so long, but I want the public to start paying more attention to what's actually happening, because this stuff is bad. This isn't going away anytime soon, and this is real. People were like, oh, every time I spoke with someone here, they were like, every time there's a new administration, new something going on, there's some big alarm bell goes off, and then nothing ever happens. Things are happening right now. No one's ever tried to dismantle our entire way of life piece by piece and then act like they're going to build it back with no plan, because there's no plan to
There's no
build it back.
plan. Exactly. You know, it's crazy. And people are thinking, just like, you know, if the Civil War pops off, people like all this stuff, people think all this stuff is going to be done and your life's going to stay the same. And you go home at night and you get to watch Jeopardy at 7 o'clock. No, no. They
It's
told you
over.
some hardships are going to happen. Watch, you're going to watch the people around you fall out and die. You're going to see more homeless, where all these homeless people come. Well, they took away all this from them. You can't say good because that's going to put a burden on you. More people are going to steal. More stores are going to be closed. You can't fill up the jails no more, so they're going to start shipping them out somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? Like it's gonna be ridiculous. I mean,
I mean, we're already at a point right now where there's no going back. We got to deal with, and I hope everybody is ready for the consequences of what they've actually put
they are
forth
not.
into the atmosphere.
They are not. I've seen some
Um,
people now. They're like, and I'll let's leave it this before we go to the next one. They're like, yo, it's getting worse.
yeah,
It's getting worse. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, well, this, dog said, well, this is what you wanted, right?
absolutely. This is
No,
exactly
no,
what
I
they
just
voted
wanted
for.
this one. No, no, no. This all comes with it.
Everything else, the chaos came with you feeling better about yourself for
It ain't
five
even been
minutes,
20 days, bro, and this is
thinking that a
chaos
migrant
since
did
day
something
one.
bad to you.
Yeah.
But